pretty frightening, but you know the chances are so small.
Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network.
'Cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven.
A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UBNradio.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Greetings, one and all. You've just joined Hanging Out with Claude McKnight, and I'm your host, Claude McKnight. Actually, Claude McKnight III. That's who I am. But we'll just say Claude McKnight for now. This is a place where we talk, listen, share, and encourage community and a sense of belonging. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, to me, it's simple. We live in a world that allows for more and more isolation. Every man an island, whether literally or figuratively. When in fact, human beings thrive in sharing and being able to have open, honest communication, learning to be vulnerable. I said vulnerable along the way. It's not an easy thing to do, but you know what? When you're able to do it, when you allow yourself to do that, and you know that others are in it with you, it's something that can happen. It's something that can be very good for the soul. And other people who see you do it can share in that, and it becomes an experience that becomes very organic in nature. To some, I may be this gospel singing award-winning guy. I've got a few awards, and I do sing gospel, but, in fact, I'm a man who struggles, and I desire accountability, and I want to share who I am, what I may be going through at any given time, with others who may find themselves in need of a pick-me-up or a smile, or a laugh and everything in between. So that's what we're doing here. Who knows? Maybe we'll all pick something up along the way that we can apply to our lives. How about that? Let's just have a good time. John, how you doing, man?
I'm
you there?
doing good, Claude. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm not in the studio today for those who are actually watching.
Right.
I'm in Vitoria, Spain. España. Yes. Melinda, are you in the studio?
I am here.
What's going on? You sound good. Y'all sound like you're right in the next room or something.
Yeah.
We are.
We are right next to you. We're going to come in and surprise you.
Easy there. So like I said, I'm in Europe. It's very cool. Let me give you a little bit about my week, though. I'm here with Take 6. We're on our European tour, and I arrived here with this strange cold. I got like this summer cold when I was in LA. And I've had this happen, every blue moon, but never as I'm going out on a tour. I'll get hoarse during a tour, and you learn how to pace yourself and all that kind of stuff. But I tell you what, I'm not going to lie. We did a show in Milan last night, and I was missing, 7, 8 notes right in the middle of my range.
Oh, wow.
It was kind of scary, and I was trying not to look at the other guys on stage because I know they wanted to look at me like, what is wrong with this dude? But no, we're brothers, and they knew that I was struggling, and we prayed about it beforehand. And I believe the Lord blesses even when you may not think you're doing your best. He knows how to take those rotten notes and make them into something really, really special. So I'm hoping something rotten I did last night became something very special for somebody. Tell me about your week, guys. What's going on with you?
What is going on with us? Well, it's been a long work week. I'm working on Sunday, but it's great. I'm happy to be here. How about you, Melinda?
It's definitely been a long week for me. I had a couple of things to do basically every night this week, and I'm not used to going out at night, so I'm exhausted, but it's okay. I'm here today.
Melinda, you're about 13 years old. What do you mean you're not used to going out and being tired? What's that about?
Well, I literally go to bed at 9:30, and one of my best friends, Britton, had a show this week at Room 5, and he didn't even go on until 10, so I ended up being there till 12, which means I didn't go to sleep till 1, and I get up at 5 every morning, so it was just a mess.
Whoa. 5 every morning? For what?
I get up at 5. I have a whole ritual. I get up at 5, make my coffee, watch the news. Then I'm at the gym by 6:30, work out until 7:30, make all my food for the day, leave for work at 8:30.
Okay, I like that. The gym part. That's great.
Of
Every
course you
morning?
do.
Every morning?
Every single morning. Even on weekends, I get up at 5, just cause.
Wow. Okay. But you know what, Melinda? I follow you on social media. I'm about to out you a little bit. I saw I see some donuts or something on your page.
Yeah.
One of these
Oh,
days.
God.
What's that about?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm supposed to be doing this fitness challenge, and it was 7-Eleven, and 7-Eleven had all of their like free Slurpees that day. Well, then also Krispy Kreme had, you buy a dozen donuts, you get a dozen donuts for 77 cents because it was their birthday. So, of course, Jenny and I were the only people in the office. We're like, oh, let's go get some donuts. And so I go and get us 24 boxes of donuts. My trainers on my social media like, what are you doing? Like, stop. You can't eat these. You're cheating on your diet. But I think I ended up eating 7 of them.
What?
But then I went
7 donuts.
But then I went to the gym after, and
worked it all off.
I did 2 hours of cardio, so I burned about 900 calories. So that's most of the donuts I burned off.
Wait.
Because I calculated how many calories I ate.
Wait. No. 7 donuts. That's about 45,000 calories.
No, it's not. The original glazed donuts for Krispy Kreme is 190 calories a donut.
Did you Instagram the
Okay.
package?
I
so that
did.
we
I
know?
did.
Oh, really? Okay.
I Instagrammed it. Don't even worry.
Oh, trust me. Melinda might be the one person I know who puts more stuff on Instagram and Facebook than I do. So, yeah, I'm following all the time.
I'm called Junior. Well, the 4th. I'm called the 4th. You said you're the 3rd.
The 4th. There you go. So do you guys care about the World Cup? Tonight's the championship game. I think they're playing right now.
They are playing right
You guys
now.
care?
I have ESPN up on my laptop right now.
She's watching as she does the show.
I'm not going to lie. I've got it right here on my phone, too. See?
All right.
I got my phone right in my hand.
There you go.
And it's 0-0.
Yep.
But do you care?
I care. I don't care as much now that the U.S. is out, but I definitely still care.
Okay, here's my real question. And I'm going to frame this in a way. See, our European agent is from Germany. Wonderful woman. Her name is Catherine Meyer. And we've been with her now for, I want to say, the better part of 10 years. And all throughout those 10 years, she's always been talking about football. Not this American junk that you guys play, but she never really calls it soccer, which is what we would call it. And I've always said to her, and I can only speak personally, that I don't think, other than the World Cup coming once every 4 years, that Americans are really ever going to be into soccer. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you care?
I care. I played in high school, so I care about soccer. I know about it. I don't care about it as much as I care about basketball, but I still like it, and I feel like it's definitely gotten bigger in the States than it used to be.
Okay, bigger in the States than it used to be. You mean it went from 0 to 1.5 on the scale? I mean, what does that mean?
I feel like, especially with the World Cup, it's an excuse for everyone to get together and support their nation, just like the Olympics. So
yeah.
I feel,
I
feel like people are probably more interested now.
Once every 4 years, yes.
Yeah, well, but we still have some great teams here. Like I've been to LA Galaxy games, Chivas. I've had friends that have played, and they're so fun to go to. Mainly because I know about soccer, but.
I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe you on that. We're gonna get away from soccer now.
If hockey can be a thing here, then soccer can be a thing.
Okay. I just had to get that out the way.
Okay.
Not for me. It's not my cup of tea. But God bless them. You know what? It's a really great sport. The guys who are really, really great at it, and the girls that are really great at it, I can watch that once every 4 years. Okay. Yeah. All right. We have a great show for you guys here on Hangin' Out with Claude McKnight. Since I'm on the road with my guys, it's going to be a take 6 day. Yeah. Let me get some hand clap.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. So, thank you. Too kind. So we're going to be interviewing my youngest member in the group. His name is Khristian Dentley. He has some really, really cool things to say. Khristian is literally 20 years younger than me. So his viewpoints, his perspective on things, let's just say he's an interesting cat. So before we get to Khristian and his interview, we're going to play the Take 6 song 1, the music video. that we did. There's a couple of surprise, wonderful guests in it. Let's hit it. One.
You got it.
Recipe for Grandpa's pound cake, yeah, the one that'll make you lick your fingers. Yeah, that's the one. Maybe there's some flour, eggs, and a little brown sugar somewhere. Perhaps some vanilla too, but I just know it was good. You know I love a sweet potato pie, but I couldn't make it wanna save my life. It's collard greens and mac and cheese, sure sounds good to me. Yeah. Don't know everything you use, but I know that it worked for truth, yeah. If you're tired of pain and strife, I know the recipe for life. It only takes one. It only takes one. It only takes one. Let's revisit. 22 players on the football field. That's 11 from neither team. 6 strings on the rhythm guitar. 3 valves make the trumpet scream. Yeah. 10 jerseys in the referee's view. Better know when you're playing hoops. And everybody knows in the Raisin Brand there's just 2 scoops. Hey, 88 keys on the baby grand. 5 fingers on the baby's hand. Can't count every grain of sand. How much hair I got. I don't know how it lights the sky or the formula to keep the stars in line. But if you're tired of the pain and strife, I know the recipe for life. Only takes just one man that they say was from Galilee. Only takes one risen savior to purchase you and me. Only one. Only takes one. Oh, only one, Jesus. It only takes one. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. It only took one cross with 3 nails, 1 man, 3 days to satisfy the ransom for my soul. And make my broken bonded spirit whole. Just one lamb to bring the lost back to the fold. Oh, just one. Only takes one. It only takes one. One to save my soul. It only takes one. Yep. It only takes one. Just one. Just one. Oh, Lord. Only takes one. Yeah. Just one. It only takes one. Just one to make. One to make the recipe right. Ooh. One to save my dying soul. It only takes one. Say. One to devil is a wicked. Oh, yeah. Hey, Lord. It only takes one. Oh, Lord. It only takes one. It only takes one.
All right, we're back.
Yo, so did y'all like Stevie up in there grilling?
I love this video. I love it so much.
It was fun to do. We had tried to get Stevie to be there earlier because we wanted him to be more involved, but it was funny to see him near the end of the video with that Stevie smile on, doing his thing.
Oh, yeah.
at the grill. So yeah, good time. Linda Hathaway was in the video. My brother Brian's in there somewhere. You know, we didn't want him to be in there too much because we didn't want him to, you know, take any shine away from any of the other guys.
Totally.
You know. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. You know what we want to do right here? I want to get right into, in a moment, the Khristian Dentley interview, because it was so cool talking with him. We talk all the time when we're on the road about all kinds of issues and stuff. He's a little brother to all of us, and certainly to me. As I said, he's 20 years younger than me. And one of the reasons I wanted to interview him is because the theme of this show is basically etiquette and social graces. I'm going to say it again, etiquette and social graces. I wrote about this on my Facebook page, and it's something that I was thinking I wanted to do at some point anyway, just because there's so many things that are different now than from back in my day when I was growing up. You know, we opened car doors for ladies when they were getting in or getting out. You know, we held the door for someone as we were going through or before we went through. Hold the door for somebody. Or if someone older was on a bus or something, you stood up, you let them have your seat and everything. And I'm not going to say that it's the difference between young and old now. I just think that, you know, there's this thing that I don't know. I'm not going to get into it right now because we're going to talk a little bit about it with Melinda and John and myself and whoever else wants to join. But let's play that Khristian Dentley video right now. The interview that I did with Khristian Dentley.
You got it.
When I wake up in the morning, Lord, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, Lord, bears heavy on my mind. Then I think of you. Then I think of you, Lord, and the world's all right with me. You're gonna be alright. Just wanna look at you. Just wanna look at you. Just wanna look at you. And I know it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day. Hey, come on. It's gonna be a lovely day. It's gonna be a lovely day. Hey, all right. Impossible to fail.
All right, and we're back. Did we lose Claude? I hope not.
Claude, are you here? Claude?
We may have lost him after that video.
Oh,
so
my Lord.
He'll
Claude,
be
come
calling.
back
I'm
to
sure
us.
they'll be reconnecting. So where is he at?
Oh, they're in Spain.
Spain.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're traveling everywhere.
Wow. Okay. And he's going on tour all over the place.
Yeah, they're
So,
everywhere.
Do you know the schedule?
I can tell you, yes, in 2 seconds I can
Okay.
tell you. I know they're playing in London, which I'm obviously very jealous about. Oh, is that
We
him?
got you back, Claude.
I heard him.
Yeah, I think
You got me back.
We got you back. We were just talking about where you're on tour right now. Where you're
am I
headed.
on tour right now?
That's what Melinda's pulling up your schedule right
Yeah,
now. We said you're in Spain, but where else you're going?
I didn't remember them in order. Oh, France?
Well, let's see. We've already done a couple of places in Italy. We did Milan. We did Margera. Can you hear me?
Yes, we
yeah,
hear
we
you
can
fine.
hear you. But that's
Oh.
basically Venice, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Not too far from there. I think do you see me?
We do.
You see me well?
Mm-hmm. We see you fine.
You see me now?
Yeah, we see you great.
Okay. Yeah. I think I just had a computer issue, so I actually have you on my phone now. This is the wonders
Oh, wow, look at you.
of
Whoa.
modern
Look at
technology. So
you.
I can take you all around
That's great. That's even better, actually.
just like this.
Yeah.
Hope this was seamless.
No, it
Otherwise,
is. It's working
people are going
fine.
to be okay. Okay. So yeah, that's where we are. We're in Vitoria, Spain now.
Hmm.
The show is tomorrow night. We're 9 hours ahead of West Coast time. So, I mean, right now it's 11:20 here. So I'm just getting my second wind. And Melinda, if you were here, you would be asleep.
I would be. See? People
You would
know.
be.
People know. And it doesn't matter where I am. I will adjust in 2 seconds. If it's 9:30, I'm asleep.
Oh, see, I'm a total night owl.
Uh-huh.
Total night owl. I don't
Nope.
go to sleep until the sun comes up.
I will literally be out with my friends, and we'll be at a bar or something. I'm like, 9:30, gotta go. Sorry. I cannot deal. I will be in the corner asleep.
Okay, for those of you who don't know what's going on here as far as the technical aspects of everything, first of all, let me say it again. I am in Spain. The studio is in Hollywood, California. So that's where John and Melinda are. So as we've been playing videos and things of that nature, we're trying to make it feel like it's completely live and I'm right there, but obviously I'm not. I mean, you hear my voice and everything, so it seems like everything is going on at the same place and all of that. But sometimes I don't know what's happening as far as the videos are concerned because I can't see them.
Yeah.
I know they exist.
We
And
did
I
play that
know
last one. The one when you interviewed.
What did you play, John?
Well, I don't know if was it the interview or was it
It was
just
the
pictures?
minute 20 seconds Milan video is what we played.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that was something I did with this app that kind of mysteriously showed up on my phone.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's called Magisto, something like that, where basically you give access to your photos and your videos, and they put together this video for you.
Oh, awesome.
And it's like a minute and 30 long. You can put your own music in there, or they have these other templates where you can put other music and stuff. So I wanted to try it, and so I sent it to you guys. Did it come off well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool. It looked like a
Okay,
little,
so this is what I
little
want.
black and white film.
Anybody who actually watched that video, give me some feedback about it on my Facebook page. Let's do that.
Cool.
Tell me what you like about it. Tell me what you don't like about it. Maybe we'll get them to listen to our wants and our needs because we're very important here. And they'll do some kind of very special changes to the app. Or maybe they'll just say, forget you guys. We got this covered. I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. So what I think we do want to do, we have the Khristian Dentley interview?
Yes, we do.
Over there?
And I also have some still shots for you as well. Still shots.
Oh.
If you'd like me to show
Yeah.
those, I can do that too.
Whatever it is you want to do, John, I'm leaving it up to you. I'd
Okay.
like for you to play the interview now, and then after the interview, I want to kind of quiz you guys on this subject, on this theme that we're talking about, or that the show is essentially about, which is etiquette
All
and
right.
social graces. All right,
You got
Khristian
it.
Dentley interview coming up now.
Got it.
Hey, you're hanging out with Claude McKnight, and where am I right now? I'm in Milan, Italy. I'm here in the middle of the Take 6 tour here of Europe, and I have a very special interview today. It's one of my guys in the group, Khristian Dentley. He's the new guy. We're going to talk a little bit about what it feels for him to be the new guy, replace Dr. Cedric Dent, all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to talk to him right now. Questions. So Khristian, my very first question is a very, very simple one, but it's something that I want to get to the heart of the matter. What does it feel for you to be the new guy in Take 6?
Dude, first of all, it's good to be on the show, homie. I love what you're doing, man. But being the new guy in Take 6 actually feels kind of cool. In the beginning, it was a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, because you're replacing. I actually wasn't even replacing at the time, but filling in for the great Cedric Dent, man. I had the utmost respect for him, and so I would always try to bring my Cedric to the table. And one of the things that Mark Kibble told me was, he stopped me after a show one night. He was like, "Man, what are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean what I'm doing? I'm being Cedric Dent, son." And he was like, "Dude, in fact, I said to him, there were some big shoes to fill. Filling said shoes are huge. He was like, "Dude, don't fill Cedric's shoes, bring your own pair. Once he said that, dude, everything else was golden. So it feels great. I love these dudes, man. Seriously, you guys are incredible with me. I'm a better man, a better husband, a better father, just because of being on the road with you guys. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's cool. And I knew that was the appropriate answer. I know you though, dude. We go back years now. You're my boy, but you're literally 20 years younger than me. I started this group, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of set in my ways. I'm kind of one of those guys who you know, it's hard for me sometimes to be new and all that kind of stuff. But the thing about it that's cool is, I want to know from you, Khristian, have you run into any kind of weird stuff with any of us, specifically myself? You're a millennial, man, and I know that you guys, from what I hear, you guys are a little different from old school cats like myself. What you got, man?
Dude, you right. You know, trying to be politically correct on your show, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I will never forget this as long as I live. You know, I do come from a different generation than yourself, but there was this one particular time we did the DNC out in Dallas. When he was at the time, he was Senator Obama, and so he accepted his nomination as president, and so John Legend was there, and I'm like, yo, this is John Legend. I want a picture, right? So I stopped John, and I was like, dude, you know, because I'm one of the guys now, you know. So John had on this white jacket, and I'm just this dude from the city or whatever. So I'm like, you know, John, what's up? Hand clap, you know what I'm saying? I went to go pat his back, and he was like, don't touch my jacket. He didn't say it, but it was kind of felt like that, you know what I'm saying? So it was things like that where I had to learn how to get inculcated into the culture of, number one, being a part of an iconic group and still being me, you know. We had some run-ins on the road where I'm like, what's up? Hey guys, what's going on? You know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I got a camera, you know, because we in some place I've never been before, you know. So I'm like, you know, hey fellas, hey, everybody doing all right? And you cats like, young blood, what's up with that? So, you know, just learning and growing and maturing in this, man. But it's been some funny moments on stage, you know, come up with something crazy idea to do. It's just like, yo, let's add this or let's add that. It's like, no, we're not gonna do that. But that was in the beginning. So, you know, as time progressed, we learned to trust each other, and that's really a cool thing. The trust and the brotherhood that we have, man. So I'm like a part of the family now. So I feel really, really comfortable now.
Yeah, now you're being a little less politically correct, and I like that because, brother, on the road, you are not politically correct. You're my boy, and I love you, man. We, like you said, we've had some times where we've actually had run-ins, but I think we both have learned and grown from those things, and I'm all the better for it. I like to think that you are too, because, you know, we've been able to talk about all manner of issues, man to man. Doesn't matter how many years we're apart, we are brothers. I love you for that, man. So here's the thing. Do you have like a favorite Take 6 on the road story? This is my last general question to you. Favorite Take 6 on the road moment?
Favorite Take 6 on the road moment? Wow. Oh, yes. Okay. So we're in Tokyo, Japan, doing one of the places, either the Billboard Live or the Blue Note. I cannot remember, but I do remember this. I started working out, you know, get my situation together. You know, because I have a situation as well. You know, it's not 6 situations. It's one situation right now, rather large, but it's coming down. So anyway, so I'm working out. In fact, with you, as a matter of fact. So we go in there. I was like, man, Claude, man, when I turn, you know, 50,000 like yourself, I want to be, you know,
50,000.
50,000. So when I turn 50,000 like yourself, I want to, you know, be looking nice. So we're in a gym at the Hilton in Tokyo, and this one particular time, I wanted to do some ab workouts, but you weren't there that day. So I went in with Dave. So we're in this room and we got the medicine ball, and so, you know, we're like in sit-up position, and so he's like, I want to throw you the ball, and you catch it and throw it back, you know, but keep your feet planted, whatever. So we do it like this, you know, and I'm throwing it, you know, like to his chest, and he's like, throw it higher. So he's like trying to demonstrate to me, you know, how he wants me to catch it like here and throw it back, because, you know, that works on your core. It's a good word. Chord. So doing like this right here, you know, I'm still throwing it kind of to his face now. You know, he's like, throw it higher, Khristian, throw it higher. So I'm throwing it just a little bit over his head, and he's like, no, throw it higher. He throws the ball so high that I reach up and try to grab it. It slips through my fingers. Pow! Bust a hole in the wall in the gym in the Tokyo in the Tokyo Hilton.
I remember that.
A hole in the wall, dude. And so suddenly my butt got hot, because that's what happens, you know, when you got beatings when you're just growing up, your butt gets hot. So my butt got hot, and I'm like looking for the exit. I'm like, I don't feel good. I need to go lay down somewhere. I need to go. So I tried to make a move to leave. Just didn't happen that way. It was great. That was one of my absolute favorites. If you go there now, you know, there's still a hole. It's got my face there, the thing. But it was great, man. It was that was one of the greatest moments because it was hilarious. It was hilarious. Dave was a trooper, you know, ended up paying for himself, you know, contributed to Khristian's college fund. Appreciate that. So that's my favorite moment on the road right now.
I remember hearing about that story. I wasn't there, but I did hear that you guys almost got thrown out of the hotel. So what you need to do from now on is just work out with me, man. I don't know what Dave was doing. I don't know what he had you doing, but he was going to have you thrown out the hotel, have your butt walking back to the States. So here we go. This is what I want to get down to just a little bit. You know, the subject of this week's show is literally etiquette and social graces. So I just want to run something by you just a little bit, because let me tell you, this was spawned by me putting some stuff on my Facebook page. And just simply I was saying, when did thank you not immediately receive a you're welcome? You know, these days, for whatever reason, you say thank you and people say no problem. I'm like, no problem. So I know you're a preacher's kid. I know you grew up in a way where you had some really great home training on that. But I want to ask you, how do you feel about where we're finding ourselves now as far as social graces, opening the door for a woman, you know, when she gets out of the car, or just holding the door, or getting up, you know, on a bus, you know, somebody's, you know, an older person or whatever like that. Just give me a little bit from your perspective of who you are in the etiquette and social graces right now.
Dude, I'm glad you asked that question. Seriously, glad you asked the question, because, you know, for me, having bad etiquette is like having bad hygiene. It's like, and here's the thing, like, let's say your breath is just toe up. I mean, you're just disgusting, offending even. Chances are, most people are gonna know it, but very few are gonna be actually the person that's gonna actually say something to your face, be like, dude, stop, just stop. Just don't do that. Don't do that. You know, so I'm glad you brought this up. For me, you know, etiquette it speaks to your character, who you really are. You know, I have a problem with, you know, just like you said, you do something for somebody, and even if they don't say thank you, because there've been plenty of times where, you know, I'll be in the mall or whatever, I'll hold the door open for somebody, and they just walk through like I'm the butler or something like that, and I'm like, get your butt, whatever.
You ever hit somebody for real?
You know, in my mind, I did hit them. I smacked. Yes, I smacked a mess.
In your mind.
In my mind, I tore that head up, messed them up. But my thing is this. I mean, my problem is this sense of entitlement, false sense of entitlement that people have. Like, you're supposed to do things for them, or you're supposed to act a certain way. Like, it's your obligation to serve me. I can say whatever I want to say, and you don't have, you know, your response should be, you know, you acquiesce to what I want. To me, that's an offensive life to me, period. So, you know, when I was growing up, you had to say, please, thank you, you're welcome, may I help you, yes sir, yes ma'am, no sir, no ma'am, excuse me, pardon me. Dude, it's just the rudeness of this age. I was gonna say generation, but it's not just like my generation or the younger generation. It's now everybody. It's everywhere. You know, regardless of how old you are, how young you are. You know, people feel like, you know, this is my world, especially with social media, where you got your own whole situation. This is your page, and you can say what you want on your page, and da-da-da. So you feel like life revolves around you. But dude, I just wish that people would start popping people in the mouth Just like, dude, you're rude.
Come on, man. You can't be saying that, man.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I wish people would just start popping people in the mouth. In the mouth. Dead
Literally.
mouth. And
Figuratively.
No. Literally, pop you dead in your mouth. Pop you dead in your mouth. I'll smack your mouth. I'll smack. You didn't say, it's like you say, like you said, thank you. And the natural response that I grew up with is, you're welcome. In other words, no, it's like saying no problem, but now it's like people like, thank you. Yep. I'm sorry. Popped in the mouth. He's like, you do something, hold somebody's door open, and they just walk through. Popped in the mouth. I'm just sorry. This is the problem with society. You can't pop people in the mouth. You just can't smack people in the mouth. That is the issue. I guarantee you, if we start smacking people in the mouth, stuff will change. Stuff will change. How you gonna talk to a dude's woman without talking to him? That's a mess. How you gonna talk to a dude's woman without talking to him? How you gonna unfriend a dude and be all up on this girl page? You can't do that. Popped in the mouth. You get popped in the mouth. I'm sorry. I'm a pop you in the mouth.
Man,
Pop in the mouth.
it's been a joy hanging out with you, even though we're here all the time.
Right.
On tour, right? So we're gonna pretend like, we just,
sir. Appreciate this, man. Thank you for hanging out with Claude McKnight. Well, this is what's up.
man, yeah. Say that again?
I said hanging out with Claude McKnight.
Oh,
and Khristian Dentley
man.
pop you in the mouth.
That's right. Hashtag hanging out with Claude McKnight. Hashtag fitted51. What you got?
Hashtag popped in the mouth.
Hashtag Dentley boy.
Dentley boy.
All right.
That's how we do.
All
Take
right.
6 official, baby. That's
Come
how we
on,
roll.
man.
All up in the nose hairs. Like
Peace.
that.
Hey, you're hanging out with Claude McKnight, and where am I right now? I'm in,
Yeah.
It's always good
All
to
right.
hear from Khristian. We love Khristian.
Khristian's the dude, I tell you.
He
I
is the
tell you.
dude. I love that he was talking about his butt getting hot. That was fun.
Yeah, you can tell he's a preacher's kid. He got a lot of whippings growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. You know about that, don't you, Melinda?
I know all about it. All about all the whippings when I was little.
So wait, I understand you were in the chat room for a little bit.
Yes, we are all in the chat room right now, chatting
Anything good going on in there? Because I'm so far removed that I don't know what's going on.
We're all just talking. We're all just hanging out with Claude McKnight.
I like that. Were they digging Khristian?
Let's see.
Um,
I'm scrolling through here.
I'm sure they were.
Yes. Who doesn't love Khristian? He's awesome.
That's true. You want to know something crazy? I didn't really like him that much when he first joined the group. He knows this. But we have really grown in our relationship. I've had to learn a lot of things to go outside or kind of leave my box when it comes to judgments and things that don't really work well within the confines of a group setting. And so Khristian has really shown me some things that kind of mirrored some things back to me that I needed to work on, and I've done the same thing for him. And I think that's what really makes our group really, really shine and allows us to continue going on, is that we really we call each other to the carpet. We're there for each other. We do what we need to do. But let me jump in. Melinda, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Question for you.
All right.
So, you're a single woman, right?
I am single. Painfully single.
All right. Painfully single. All right, we're not going to talk about all that. That's a different show.
That's a different whole
show.
different time.
Yeah. That's like next week.
Yeah. We can if you want.
Okay. Etiquette.
Okay.
When a guy wants to take you out, just give me foundationally some of the things that are deal breakers if he does or doesn't do whatever. Just 2 or 3 things that for you are really important as far as etiquette is concerned in the dating world.
Oh, well, one thing I've noticed, dating in LA is completely different than it was back home in North Carolina. Obviously, Southern boys are going to be way more respectful, and kind of what Khristian was talking about. And Khristian grew up in Florida, correct?
In South Carolina.
South Carolina, and he lives in Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty much my neighbor. It's all the
I was
same.
gonna say north and south.
But I'm from the better of the Carolinas, just so everyone's aware. But anyway, so boys there are way more respectful. Guys here, and maybe it's my age, I don't know, but they're okay with just a simple text message and not a call. Or they don't really open doors. They don't pay for the meal. Like, I have just hanging out with so many guys here, they always expect either me to pay for all of it or me to pay for my half. Which, I mean, I don't mind paying for my half.
Wait.
Yes.
So, do you ever say anything about this? Are you trying to educate them, or is this just what you're seeing and you're allowing to happen?
I've definitely said stuff. Claude, I think you know me well enough to know I'm going to tell somebody their business. So
that's true.
I will tell somebody their business, and like, guys, this one guy used to always brag about how much money he had, but we hung out about 5 or 6 times. Notice I didn't say go on dates because no guy wants to call it a date. They just want to say it's hanging out, so they don't have to commit to anything. But he never once tried to pay for anything. I'm like, you've been here this entire time talking about how much money you make, but you're making me pay for all my own stuff. You know, it's just
he sounds like a smart guy to me.
Yeah,
he keeps all his money.
Yeah, I guess. I haven't seen him since. So I stopped replying to his texts and calls. So.
If he pays, then maybe it becomes a date, and he doesn't want to.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's probably
the whole
what it is.
commitment
issue. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, John. That boom right in there. that made sense. That made sense. Okay, that's a little bit on the dating world. You know, let me throw something else out there about something that I know that I do, and Joey Kibble in the group is always laughing at me about this. Internet etiquette. I'm one of those guys that I put all kinds of stuff on my Facebook page, my Instagram, and all of that. And I have to know that once you put stuff out there, you're allowing people to write all about it, good, bad, indifferent, or whatever like that. But I'm one of those people, for whatever reason, that I always want to control what it is that's on my page to the nth degree. You know, almost like, you kids get out of my yard. I invited you in here, but now you get out. You know, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. I need some help, because I'll put something on my page, and I want you to abide by what I think are unwritten rules, which to me is etiquette. You know, if it's a post that is inspirational, don't jump on the page and be cussing, you know. Or if someone says something really nice, don't say something so sarcastic that you hurt that other person's feelings. And I guess I don't get that. I guess the anonymity of the internet allows people to do all kinds of crazy things. You have anything you want to add to that, Melinda or John? And Melinda specifically, because I know that you spend a lot of time online, your PR work and everything.
Yeah. Well, people love to hide behind the internet. It's so easy to hide behind it. And so I've had people, you know, I've had all this social media since high school. So I had kids in high school and college just always talking crap on social media. And then you go to them in person and you're like, why did you put that on my page? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, completely different person. And it's just so easy for them to do that. But Claude, I think basically what you're saying is you're putting the information out there, but you don't want anybody to have an opinion on it.
Boom. I think you just hit me on the head.
Yep. It's okay.
I'm bleeding. No, I think it's true. It's like, I'll take all of this time to write something out, and I think that I'm the smartest person in the room, and then I either want you to completely agree with me or go away.
If you ever look at my page, and I try not to do it because my mom and all of her very, very conservative religious friends are on my page, sometimes I'll post something that's the most liberal thing in the world, and then they all jump on there, and they're just talking up a storm and just fussing me out, and I'm like, I love it. I think it's the funniest thing ever when they have a differing opinion from me and
you
just
like
go
debate.
crazy. Oh yeah,
you love debate.
Like, come at me, come at me, please.
Come at me. It's my page. I can delete your comment.
Yep, I can respect that. The people who allow debate and stuff like that, I have to soften up a bit to be able to do that. I guess that says something about my character. I guess when this show is over, I'm gonna go look in the mirror and ask myself some hard questions. Because maybe I just take this a little too seriously. That could be it. Huh.
You just have to remember that people are hiding behind the internet. And it's okay if they have a differing opinion from you, because who cares? I don't care. You shouldn't care.
So I should have you do all my posts then.
Okay.
Just do them as me.
Okay.
And you can say, Claude doesn't care. Claude doesn't care.
Claude hates you. I'm just kidding. He doesn't hate you. But he doesn't care what you have to say.
He'd be like Khristian, pop you in the mouth.
I love that. And I tell Khristian I agree with him on that.
I will tell him.
That's
you guys
that's
are
a Southerner.
millennials. That's what that's the way you guys talk. I don't know. I don't know. John, what do you want to add to this, man? I mean,
well, it's funny because I used to be a chat room and message board moderator, which now became a moderator and then warped into community manager and all that stuff long before social media really started taking off. So I've sort of been trained in sort of a lot of with diplomatic stuff, and letting people express their opinion as long as it's not hate speech, that kind of thing. So there's a fine line sometimes, and so you just gotta see how far sometimes people go, and then you gotta put them in line.
Reel them in.
Yeah, reel them in. And one of the things that we said is, debate the issues, not the person.
Yes.
So, and that's usually a really good rule of thumb when you're...
One of my things is I don't mind if you come on my page and post something if we're going to have a debate about it, but you better know what you're talking about. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, you don't have like a dog in this fight. Like, just get out.
So then what happens if they don't have a dog in the fight? What will you do?
I'll tell them that what they say is wrong, and then I'll give them the facts.
Okay. Okay.
I love politics.
Do you always have the facts, Melinda?
If I don't have it, I'll look it up. But the thing is, I'm not afraid to tell someone that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll be like, I don't really know, but here's what I think still. But I can't stand when people just get it completely wrong. It just makes them look ignorant, and I can't take that. Get off my Facebook.
I see. So then you turn into me.
Yeah.
Now you did say that you're the fourth. Okay.
I am the fourth. I told you.
Melinda, Claude, McKnight, Jackson, the fourth.
Yeah. My uncle's name is Clyde, and my dad calls him Claude, so you're basically my uncle.
Wow. You heard it here first?
Breaking news. My mom was adopted. Who knows? No one knows.
Okay. All right. No one knows.
I love that.
Well, we had something come up today that I wasn't sure was going to happen, but there you have it. Thank you so much, Melinda.
That's in the moment. Hanging with Claude.
That's what happens when you hang out with Claude McKnight.
Secrets come out, people.
I wonder what they're saying in the chat room about that.
What I think we're going to have to do, though, is this is a subject because we really only touched the surface.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much more that we can talk about, and not just talk about it in a laughing or joking way, but I think that because culturally there are so many differences going on now between the different generations and different parts of the country. I'm talking specifically America now. And, where we find ourselves now with the advent of everybody being on the internet, 24/7 pretty much, that there are rules that used to be taken for granted that we don't really abide by much anymore. So I think that this is a subject that we should take back to my page and talk more about it, and then do another show on this where I think what would be really cool is to see how we can bridge some of the gaps between what would be considered old school and this new school way of there being almost no etiquette when it comes to certain things, because I think that sometimes we need to listen to people who have, like you're saying, Melinda, a differing view and see why they do what they do and see if there are reasons and ways that we can extrapolate some good stuff out of what is new and different and challenging. And then that way there's an understanding that can come. And that's what I would love to see us talk about more, maybe in the next episode or an upcoming one, where we can get maybe even some live callers and get their views on some things. And we'll try to stack it up and see how we can help the world.
All right. Sounds good to me. And you've got a very active community and fan base, so I'm sure we're going to see a whole spectrum of opinions on this matter.
Absolutely. And I'll let you handle all of that, Melinda, because if anyone disagrees with me,
I'm coming at
pop
you.
them in the mouth.
But that's a good role of a publicist, right? That's half of my job.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
Part bodyguard.
I like that. So you heard it here. We're going to do this show again, and we may not even have any special guests on that particular show. What we'll do is we'll talk all about this, and we'll have a live call in and just go call after call after call and see what people are thinking, and include the listeners. And they will be the guests on the show. We'll have to figure when that's going to happen. Melinda will put it all over her social media.
Yep.
Not mine, because she has to stay out of my yard.
I know. I posted a video on Claude's page, and I thought he was going to kill me, so that was fun.
That's true.
Well, if you go in and make her an admin, that's going to be really funny, because it's going to say all the posts are going to come from you.
I already am.
She's an admin. She's not an admin on my personal page.
Big man on campus over here. Yeah, I forgot Claude's rule. He has a rule. Don't post anything on his page. He will punch you in the face. He will pipe you in the mouth.
Because it comes from his name, right? When you do that?
Well, no. I posted a video on his page, like on his personal
page.
And he was like, "You know the rule, Melinda." I'm like, "Oh my god."
Called out.
And she was like, "Chill out, dude. I'm basically family."
I said, "I'm basically family. Shut up." See, that was a very rude thing for me to say, y'all. Well, that is a very rude thing for me to say.
Well, Jennifer in the chat room says, bridging the gaps between old school and new school, listening in to differing views, inclusive of all perspectives, understanding what is behind people's understanding, and creating a common ground, neither a me or a you, but a we perspective. So that's pretty insightful, Jennifer.
Go ahead,
Absolutely.
Jennifer.
That's what I'm talking about. That's where we're going to get to in this next episode, and we're gonna heal the world.
I like that.
One person at a time.
And you can sing that song, too.
World.
Yep. And everyone can start by saying please and thank you, because no one says that anymore. So please say please and thank you.
Yeah, they certainly
That's your homework.
And smile more.
Yes.
Smile more. That doesn't cost.
Smile.
Yeah. That doesn't cost anything.
There you go. All right. I'm looking at the time, and it looks like
we're coming up on
out
it.
of time.
We are.
We have a lot of fun over here, and we could do this for 2, 3, 4 hours at a time.
Right.
You can.
Maybe
I'm just kidding.
We'll get
Oh, she called it again.
Just kidding.
Well, thank you, Melinda.
I will be here for all time.
I feel you. Well, we're gonna go on out with what is slowly or quickly becoming my favorite song. This is Earth, Wind, and Fire again. This is the long version of the Brazilian Rhyme. I want to thank Khristian Dentley from Take 6, my boy, for being my interview subject today. Melinda Jackson for hanging out with Claude McKnight. John for doing his thing. Tony Sweet for helping get all of this together while I've been across the pond. We're going to see you again real soon. We're going to do this again. You've been hanging out with Claude McKnight. Love you guys. Let's all do this together, healing the world, one person at a time. Later.
Sounds great, Claude. Take care.